There is a lot going on in the world of psychiatry, and unfortunately, a lot of it's not very good. I kind of feel like right now, the sentiment is a lot of skepticism around psychiatry, but sometimes when psychiatry is convenient, it will be used and politicized. And I think a good example of that is the recent executive order to make civil commitment a little bit easier for individuals who are homeless and also have chronic mental health conditions and or substance use disorders. Now, a lot of people might be saying, Dr. Rossi, you're the crazy one, right? You're the one who's nuts because these people need to get off the street. And if they just got treatment, they probably would become functioning members of society. Okay, fair enough. I agree. Maybe many of these individuals are in need of treatment, but I see a couple of glaring problems. And one of the big ones that I deal with every day is people's civil liberties. It's a big decision to commit someone against their will to treatment. And I always say you better have a damn good reason to put somebody in the hospital against their will, because in my experience, most of these individuals don't do well when they're forced into the hospital. They're very resistant to treatment at that point. It's much better to come to treatment willingly, openly, and with a desire to get better. So I don't see that as being very helpful. The other issues include hospital bed availability. I know at my facility, things are always full. There's no beds. And it's even worse at the state level. There's no beds. They continue to cut funding. They continue to cut beds. And we just don't have anywhere to place all these people. And long ago, we decided it was a good idea to do away with like institutionalization, do away with putting people in these facilities for long periods of time. And we moved to a community psychiatry model, which makes more sense. Now, what happens though? Like, let's say they do go to the hospital, they do get better. What do we do then? Well, we're not really sure, right? Because we don't have any affordable housing to place these individuals in. So until we're ready to fund hospital beds and fund affordable housing, I don't see this going very well, and there'll be no actual plan for long-term treatment for these individuals, right? Because they're gonna have a poor discharge plan anyway. So this is gonna lead to provider burnout. This is gonna lead to systems, hospital systems being taxed, shelters being overwhelmed that are already too full, and largely no improvement in the current situation that we're looking to improve. So if you want real change, I say you gotta fund hospital systems and hospital beds so that we can take care of these patients, and you also have to have funding for affordable housing so that there's a place for these individuals to go that is safe and secure, and they can actually focus on their mental health or addiction treatment. Otherwise, none of this is really going to work.